Hi guys, and welcome back to this tutorial. So again, in the previous section we have created an end scene whereby if the player manages to leave the island, a message "well done" is displayed along with a button that the player can press on or click to be able to restart the game. In this section, what we will do is to detect whenever the plane has left the island. So for this purpose, we will create a trigger, a box that will be used as a trigger. And when the plane enters this box, basically we will open the brand new scene, the end scene. So let's have a look at level 2. So again, in level 2, what you have is, again, I'm going to switch to the 3D mode. You have your plane, which is somewhere, so that's your first person control, and the hidden plane is there. So again, I'm going to rotate the view there so that you can see it a little bit better. Okay, so again, this is your plane, and basically the plane is facing this area. So what I'm going to do is create a box right there, and again, just show you the rest. So again, create this box and make it a trigger. So game object, I'm going to actually select the hidden plane. Game object, 3D object, and cube. Okay, and again, I'm going to take this cube and move it. So I'm going to create trigger, for instance, and again, take this cube and move it right there. Okay, so I'm going to rotate the view or even focus on this cube. Okay, so a bit. I'm going to use the Y view instead. That's going to be a bit easier. So my plane is there. Okay, so it's perfect. So again, I'm going to move my box right there, and again, just rotate slightly, and yeah. So drag it down a small bit. Okay. Okay, so perfect. So my box is there, and what I really want is to make sure that again we detect whenever the plane has left the island. So to detect whether we have left the island, basically we'll just check that the plane is around this area at some stage. Okay, so again, I'm going to change the size of this cube. I'm going to use the direct tool there, and we should be pretty much okay. So I'm going to resize this box here, resize this on this axis, and again maybe use 50. Okay, and maybe 50 as well on the, no, not this axis there. Perfect. All right, so again, this is our trigger. So again, if I move it along there, so if the plane goes through this section, we kind of know that it has kind of left the island. Again, I'm gonna just change that slightly to make it a bit bigger. That's it. Okay, so this is the area. Now I'm gonna make this as well a bit deeper, so a bit 5 or 10, perfect, or even 20. Okay, and what I will do is remove the mesh renderer. Okay, so whenever I remove this mesh renderer, what you can see is that it's more of a wireframe. Okay, so you won't be able to see the box, yet this area defined by the box can be used as a trigger. That's the very first thing. The second thing is, because I want to use this area as a trigger, I need to set this to on. Alright, which means that basically I'll be able to call then the function called onTrigger, enter. So let's create a script that will detect this collision. So again, add component and maybe detect plane, for instance. So press return, create, and in this function what we will do is quite simply use the built-in function called onTrigger enter, and whenever we have entered this trigger, we will basically check what object has entered this trigger, so hopefully the actual plane, and then load the proper scene. So again, I'm going to double click there. So again, on trigger, now you can see that again, if we switch from release to debug, one second there. 2. Okay, so basically we what we'll do is so again what we'll do is start to create the function onTriggerEnter, so onTrigger and enter. And again what we will do is start to check the tag of the object that is entering this area. So again if order dot collider if the tag equals player, then we'll load a brand new scene. So again I'm going to have to use this namespace dot scene management, and again it's going to be scene manager dot load scene, and again it's going to be let me check the name of the scene. I think it was complete, game complete, game completed. Okay, so again game completed, that's it. So again we're looking for a tag called player, and whenever something enters this area and if the tag is player, we're going to then open the scene called game completed. So the next thing we need to do is to make sure that the plane has the actual tags called player, otherwise we won't be able to detect its entry into this collider or this trigger. So again what we will do is look at colliders here, select all these objects, okay, and again use the tag called player. That's it. Okay, so we should be pretty much okay to go. Let me check the build setting, but I think they are there. They are there already. We actually added the scene, the game completed scene already, so that's done. So again, those colliders have been tagged with the tag called player, so we should be good to go. I'm going to save that, and again play this scene. Make sure that I collect all the different boxes, and then try to take the plane and fly and see if we can see actually the message. So again I'm going to take this guy, click inside, collect my boxes. Okay, so that's 2, 3 and 4. I think I need only 3, so yeah, but I'll take this one just in case, and again collide with the plane, and now we should be pretty much okay to go. So again, that's it. Can you see that? So again, this screen has been opened because the plane has basically hit the actual trigger that we created earlier. Okay, and again from here I should be able to restart the game as well. Okay, so again this should be just fine. Okay, so I think that's about it. You have managed to create a very I suppose good game with a lot of different features, and again the last one is quite interesting because it helps you to detect whenever this plane has left the island. So again, very interesting feature indeed.